Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fights off the defender. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They go play action here. Purdy under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Take 30.
Rodgers going to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. An even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
One more time with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over. Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, it's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
And another long drive from the offense where the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Purdy from the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion, a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Jackson brought down back at the 14-yard line.
3rd down and 13.
Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Straight ahead is Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Jets sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, 49ers 3. Chase McLaughlin,
touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Running left, it's Hall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Final play of the half. Purdy looking for Gray and finding him once again. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Oh, and deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now it's Rodgers. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Back north. Yeah, this. 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
630.
Here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man, that's Ronnie Bell. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Jets.
Now Chandler. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Throwing is Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
a gain of 9 yards.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. On the move to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go play action here. Purdy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Purdy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
A loss of 2 yards.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Jets force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone. Right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Drake Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, 88, for the 50s.
Rodgers going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Gun.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Purdy. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action. Now Purdy. Got it to Bell on the out route.
And now the yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Purdy off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
2nd and 10.
26.
Rodgers throwing here. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rodgers now to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.